All right, mate, welcome to the first ever Chatty Matty Podcast. This is a bit of a wing it session, really.
Yeah, we've had to improvise here.
Yeah, we're going to improvise today. So I guess we'll just start straight away with a bit of football and the Premier League.
Right.
Again, like I said, we're just winging this one. So let's go through the Premier League table and go through our predictions for each Premier League team and how you think they're going to do.
Right, got him.
So let me get up the table. Starting with Arsenal. What do we think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think they are going to win it again.
Yeah, I think so as well. Comfortably.
I think everyone's got either new managers or they haven't been able to strengthen in places that they really should. Like teams that they would been slipping up to for the last few years, like Newcastle, whether they've decimated. So I think that they're going to win it quite. Yeah, probably. Saying that because it's Arsenal, they probably just get over the line. But
I think it's going to be pretty comfortable. I think like everyone else, like your Man City, we'll get to Man City in a minute, but I think all the other people are going through like a process now, and I don't think anyone else is ready to win the title.
I think it's like a Leicester season where no one else has got. I mean, they're the only one that's got any structure that's been there for a long while, and I think everyone else, unless you get someone like coming out of the pack and completely change it around. I don't know. Chelsea may have. Alonso's a good manager, isn't he? He might give him a bit of a run. Didn't think so much of Maresca at Chelsea. So
that's a strange appointment for me.
Weird,
going to Man City.
Well, I think it was like nailed on when. Did he get sacked or Chelsea, or did he leave Chelsea?
I think he got sacked. But I feel like the only reason he's gone Man City is because I feel like Pep's ended up turning around and saying, "Oh, hi, my mate. I think he'll be a good fit."
Do you think that he was trying to get his way out of Chelsea, like trying to make the doors open and trying to act a cunt, so they sacked him?
I don't know about that. I'm being honest. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really watch enough of Chelsea at that time, so I all know enough.
Well, they weren't so far behind the pack at that point in time when he got sacked, were they? Were they fourth at the point? I mean, I'm talking bollocks now. They could have been sick, but I don't know. But they weren't so far behind. But no, I think Arsenal are going to win it.
So we're in agreement, Arsenal to win the league. Second, we got Aston Villa.
I think Emery's the bollocks manager. I think he's the governor.
Well.
Honestly, I think
really
he
like
is the governor.
Where do we think they'll finish? European space again?
Yeah, I think they finish third this season.
Third, really?
Yeah, they could challenge. I think they could. I know their team keeps getting.
They've made a few signings, haven't they? Didn't they sign like a really good player from Freiburg?
I think they have.
Like a lot of money.
They've sold Morgan Rogers, haven't they? Obviously.
Yeah.
They sold the fella in the centre midfield, Tillemans, to United.
So they lost some key players, but they're a very well run club. I think they'll.
I just think he's the bollocks. I think he gets the best out of most of his.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they could. I don't think they're going to win it, but I think they could mount a challenge.
Yeah, I won't say top four, but I think they'll be in a Europe.
You don't think top four?
Nah, I think they'll be in a European place.
Okay,
but I don't know about top four. Moving on to Bournemouth. What about them? Because now obviously they got European football for the first time. Is that going to be a massive distraction? Is that going to hinder their sort of?
Well, I think Bournemouth. They've obviously lost their manager as well, and that's
who have they got in again?
Actually, I don't actually know who they got in, Sam.
But again, another well-run club. I think Bournemouth and Brighton are the two best-run clubs in the country, like around like the kind of.
You just don't want to say Brentford. You just don't want to. You don't want to admit that we're one of the best-run clubs in the country. I think Bournemouth will probably not do as well as they did last season, but they may have a really good European run. So
I fancy a decent European run.
Yeah, I think they'd be mid-table.
Yeah, I'd say the same. All right, moving on to Brentford now.
You think we're just going to be mid-table again? Yeah, push in for the. We'll push to get into Europe. We probably won't get there. I think we will need to sign another couple of players maybe to get into that position where.
What, thicken the squad out a bit? You mean?
I think so. Yeah, maybe we've got players coming back, but the players coming back from injury. I didn't see enough of them last season to say whether they're going to be decent or not. So, I mean, we've signed a really good player.
Who's that?
I mean, it's Sangari. He's from... I think he's from Lille. Okay. He's meant to be a world beater. Well, who comes second who comes second last year in the French league? I think it's Lille, yeah? and he was one of the best players in that team. He's like I haven't seen him. He's like a Kante. I've seen highlights of him.
Oh, he's central midfielder.
Centre midfielder. Exactly what we need.
Yeah.
But breaks up play, carries the ball forward. I think he looks like he's going to be a decent player for us. We tend to do good signings, so yeah. I think we're about there or thereabouts.
You guys do good signings, and you are very well run. Anyway, enough about Brentford. On to Brighton next. Again, I liken them to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Very well run club.
Yeah.
I fancy them also to have a decent European run as well. The league position, I feel like they'll be around mid-table or in the top 10. I can see them getting a top 10 finish.
Well, Brighton signed really good players as well, didn't they? So, I mean, how many players have they sold this season? Probably not many. They've got their nucleus of a good squad, and I don't think they've sold too many people. So, maybe, probably looking at European places again. I don't think they're ready to kick on again. At one point,
I think that European football will be too much of a distraction for their league football.
Exactly,
to really pick
that's
up.
it. Yeah, 100%.
Because they are going to focus on Europe a little bit.
Good side though.
Yeah, really good side. Chelsea next. That's an interesting one. I'm being honest. I think they'll be one of the few teams that could potentially rival Arsenal to the title, but they won't. They're not ready yet.
Well, I mean, just going on Alonso's what he did in Germany, he gets players playing for him, and he gets the best out of players.
I feel like players like him, don't they?
Yeah, and he signed Jordan Henderson and Danny Welbeck, and I don't really get the signings if I'm honest with you. I know everyone says for their experience, and Danny Welbeck had a really good season last season, but that was probably his best goal scoring season he's ever had, I think.
Did he get double figures?
I think he did, yeah. But I mean, I don't remember him ever getting anywhere near that. He probably might have got near enough that goals for Arsenal, maybe, or maybe United. But he's 36 or something now. Jordan Henderson's 36. He come on last season when he played for us, looked all right. I see what he does. He's pretty vocal on the pitch, and he's probably a good captain. But
maybe they're just two good dressing room vibes.
Maybe. Well, Alonso, he's no idiot, is he? In terms of. He's obviously signed them two players for a reason. Maybe he needs old heads around them. I don't know. He might get Chelsea really firing on, and they may. I think the minimum that Chelsea are going to ask for is Champions League football.
That's what I predict. I reckon they'll be one of the top 4 teams. They'll be in the top 4. I don't think they'll win the title. Like we said, Arsenal are going to win it. I think the top 4.
Well, they're not going to have. I don't think they're going to have another season that they did last season and not getting anything. I mean,
and the fact that there's no distraction gives them.
Yeah. Did they win the Europa League last season?
No, the year before was the conference.
Did they not win anything? Did they not do anything last season?
No, last season was nothing, wasn't it? Blank season.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, it'll probably do them a service then, won't it? Probably do them a favour, not so.
So yeah, no, Conference League was the one they won the year before, and they're the only team to have won every competition they've been in.
Right. Yeah.
Which, even though everyone laughs at Conference League, still a really good record to have is to be able to have won every competition you ever competed in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, fucking hell, I'd love to win it. Wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
Out of all that
would be the greatest day of my life.
I mean, fucking win that league. Not for just winning the league. Brentford getting Europe. I like the idea of the Conference League. I love to go to fucking all these places that I've never even.
I
don't
think it's got much of a ring to it, though, Brentford and Europe.
Yeah, probably not.
Next one, we're going Coventry. I think they're going to be the only team of the 3 that come up that are going to stay up, and I think they're going to do well. I can see them doing decent.
To be honest with you, I haven't seen much of them play, but I haven't seen much of them play at all. But they were running away with the Championship.
They won it very comfortably.
But at one point, they was absolutely running. Didn't they have a little bit of a stumble at one point?
Yeah, I think that there was a slight stumble. Was it around January sort of time?
Yeah, I mean, they was absolutely flying before that, and then they had a kind of stumble. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him back up.
It's good to see a team like Coventry back in the Premier League. I love seeing teams that haven't been in the league for a long time come back.
You've been to that, Rico?
Yeah, I have once before. That's a horrible way in, though. Really steep.
It's like Reading, isn't it?
It's generic bowl ground in that sense.
But Reading's really steep as well, isn't it?
I don't remember Reading being as steep as Coventry as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been there, so I wouldn't mind going there. So yeah, that's I'm glad they've come up for that reason alone.
Yeah, I'm saying they'll be somewhere between 10th to 5th, maybe even higher than that, maybe 10th to 14th or something like that. You
fancy them doing that well?
Yeah, I reckon they will. I'm being honest, yeah. I think they're gonna. A lot of our Fulham fans are gonna come for me for this. I think they'll finish above us this season. I think Coventry.
We'll get to Fulham in a minute.
Palace lost Glasner. The squad's quite thin at the minute as well. They're going to be in Europe as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They could be in trouble.
But you know what happens? Everyone says, like, yeah, I fancy these. And then all of a sudden it comes out of nowhere and they have a fucking blinding season. I don't know. I don't know about Palace. I can't put my finger on it. I think they've got enough good players not to be in trouble.
It's a thin squad though, isn't it, Palace?
Wharton ain't gone, is he? Is he still there?
Who's the...
the centre midfielder.
Yeah. No, who was it that went to City? That was Forest, matey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Wharton's still there then, isn't he?
He's a fucking good player, he is.
Great, I like him.
He's such a good player. And he knits everything together really well. And, I mean, if you've got players like that, and they've got Sarr, and they've got a lot of experience in playing, I don't really see him going down.
Yeah, I think
in trouble.
Losing Glasner, like I said, I don't think the squad's that strong in depth, and they're in Europe. I reckon they're gonna be. I don't think relegated, but I think they'll be down amongst it.
Did Mateta go, or is he still there? Because he was trying to get out for ages.
Did he go to Italy?
I don't know.
I might be wrong there.
Sammy, what did he do?
I feel like he's gone to Italy.
I mean, to be honest with you, I've watched him play for. He was at Palace for a few years. Yeah, I don't get it because he's shit.
You think he's shit?
Dog shit.
Oh, I like him,
mate. What do you like about him?
I think he's like one of the old school nines. I like him.
Yeah.
You don't get many old school nines anymore nowadays.
He don't hold the ball up very well. It bounces off him.
Did he leave? He's still there.
He ball bounces. He's had a couple of good goal scoring seasons, but I mean, ball bounces off him. He's got a shit first
Final
touch.
prediction there. Where do you reckon what sort of part of the table?
Yeah, I think Palace will be between 16th and second bit after mid-table, you know.
Yeah. So the mid-table, the lower table,
the lower mid-table side, yeah, but not because they're a shit side, but because I think maybe the European competition hampers them. But I don't think they're going to be in any relegation battle. I don't think.
Right, next we got Everton.
Did
they get European football? They did, didn't they?
No,
they didn't.
On the last day of the season, I think Sunderland pipped them, didn't they? I don't think they got European football. I think Moyes is a good manager, although he's fucking boring, horrible football.
A lot of it, I know a few Everton fans, and they're saying the same thing. They said it's a bit like plain Jane the football at the minute. I fancy them to get like a top eight finish.
When he was there first time round, they played some great football when they had what's the guy? Stephen Pienaar.
Stephen Pienaar was there.
And they had
Leon Osman was there.
Osman
at that time.
was there. Yeah, they played some great football.
Leighton Baines was.
He's a good manager, and he's a good, solid Premier League manager. Yeah, maybe pushing into Europe.
Yeah,
I mean they should though, shouldn't they? They're Everton.
I'd say top 8. Whether
they're Everton. You know, they've got a brand new ground. Yeah, why not?
Next we got Fulham.
I'll tell you who is shit. That geezer up front for Everton, that Beto. He is dog shit.
They spent a lot of money on him as well, didn't they?
It's about, I don't know. He's got to be in 20 or 25. Yeah. When 25 million was a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for someone that's not really scoring much goals though.
He's just donkey, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got Fulham next.
Well, I think you might struggle this season.
Yeah, I'm being honest. Like, our fans are going to come for me. Yeah, but I feel like I want to be positive, yeah, because it's when there's a new chapter, it's very exciting. However, if we got to be very realistic here. Arbeloa, yes, he's a young manager. Yes, he's come from Madrid, but he's only ever had 6 months of top tier football, in his managerial experience at Madrid as a interim. It's a bit hard to judge someone off of that, and I think it's a big risk to go with someone like Arbeloa.
Where was he beforehand?
So he was at Real Madrid, Castilla or something.
Their B team.
Yeah, the academy. So that's when they...
Where was he before that? Or that was it?
I think that was it.
Because his name rings like he was a ex-Wolves manager or something.
No, I think he was just through the academies and that. But yeah, we've brought in, like, it's nice to see us signing players, but again, they're all prospects. No one's proven. It's all, a lot of Real Madrid young academy players. We signed Shea Charles for 30 million from Southampton, which is 30 million on a championship player. Yes, he might be good, but it's a step from Championship.
Where
to
does he?
Premier League.
What position does he play?
Central midfielder.
He must be something. If
Everyone in the Championship said he's really, really good, but there is a difference.
there's a step up. There's a step up in class.
I hope it works. But
where did you finish last season?
12th or 13th, but which is exactly where I told everyone we were going to finish.
And you lost. Who did you lose? You lost your fucking Harry Wilson.
So
He's
Marcus Silva's gone. Our best player in Wilson's gone. Our second best defender in Diop's gone. Jimenez has left as well, which I was fine with anyway.
Who have you got up front now then?
Now we've got this guy called Eric Garcia from Madrid, who again is an academy product from Madrid. It's a big risk for 45 million, and we only own 70% of him.
These are big numbers you're spending, aren't they?
Big numbers. This is what I'm saying. It's very risky. It's a very risky game we're playing at the minute. I hope it works, but my head says we're not going to get relegated, but we'll be down amongst it. It's going to be a bit of a struggle.
What's the plan of keep on buying these players from Spain then? Because this new manager knows them all. Well,
because he's got the Real Madrid links.
Oh right, these are players from Real Madrid you're buying.
Yeah. So these are players that the two players we got from Madrid. They played under him in the academy, and he knows them pretty well.
Fucking
but like I said, we own only. We own 70% of the players. So
how does that work then? Is there like a buy? Does the other 30?
So when we sell them,
right,
Madrid gets 30% of what we get.
Okay.
If and when we sell them.
Right, yeah, you'd be selling them for 100 odd million, then
hopefully we could generate that sort of money.
Well, 45 million you spent on the player, yeah? And if you have to sell him for 100 million to double your money, well, you are not even going to double your money. Like, do you know what I think is? I think there's a lot of clubs who overspend on mediocre players. And they're out there everywhere, aren't they?
We do that a lot. How
much you give for that fella last season who was meant to be the governor? Kevin.
No one ever heard of Kevin, right? So again, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just being realistic. No one ever knew who Kevin was before we were linked to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as all our fans found out, he plays for Shakhtar. He's their main player. He's Brazilian. He's got a short, fancy name like Kevin.
Was he their main player?
Yeah, he was supposed to be their best player.
Right.
40 million quid, and he didn't really do much last season. And then Oscar Bob for 27 mil. Everyone got carried away with that, and I was like, look, again. He's not played that many games. Yes, he might have some ability, but it's a lot of money to throw, for risks.
We bought a player off you, not from you. We bought it from Liverpool, Carvalho, and he was really good at Fulham. Yeah, fuck me.
A lot of our youngsters make a big mistake in jumping too early. Like Cesc did it when he went Spurs. Carvalho did it when he went Liverpool.
Did he? Did he? Weren't he at Liverpool on loan to Fulham, or was he at Fulham?
No, he wasn't on loan. Was he on loan to us for? I can't remember now. I actually can't remember.
Or did they buy him from you?
Yeah, they bought him, but I can't remember if they loaned him back for a season.
Okay.
I don't think they did.
Was he in the Championship when he was...
So he was balling for us in the Championship, yeah.
Right, okay.
And then obviously Harvey Elliott's another one that jumped. I think he jumped too early because he's not. What's Harvey Elliott doing now?
Where is he now? Villa?
I think so.
What, on loan still?
I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh, they've signed him? Okay.
And then, if we go a little bit further back, someone like Patrick Roberts, I don't know if you remember who that is. He jumped too early to go Man City. Didn't really do anything with his career.
Was he the
either.
young kid who went to Man City?
Yeah. He was really, really good. I thought he was going to be the next big thing, but then and went City, didn't really get an opportunity.
The trouble is, you go to City and there's probably another 30.
Yeah, literally
30 of them like that. You know,
literally.
They're going to be the best players in the fucking world. Just get into that side is even harder, isn't it?
But yeah,
or get anywhere near their team is even harder.
Yeah.
Do I think? Well, I think you probably won't go down. You'll probably be around mid-table to lower mid-table. Trouble is, you only have to lose 4 or 5 on the bounce, and then you're fucking in right trouble, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's you won't win 4 or 5 on the bounce. You're in Europe. Lose 4 or 5 on the bounce. You're in right trouble.
Yeah.
So it's a hard one because you've obviously lost some of your better players. You've got to hope that this fella from Real Madrid.
We just got to hope all the risks pay off.
Yeah.
We got to hope they all pay off.
So where do you reckon then?
Just above relegation zone. We won't be in big trouble. But
you don't think you'll go down?
No. We'll be amongst it though.
Do you think that? Sorry, we'll go on to the next one. Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah. Well, you go because I was going to talk about the relegation. What's it? But you go. We'll do it as we go along.
The next one might be appropriate for that because it's Hull.
I think it's so difficult, right? Unless a Hull. What type of football do they play? Do you know? I think, as far as I know, and I might be getting this wrong, and I might be getting mixed up. I think Hull play like a swashbuckling type football. And
what does that mean?
Like they're fucking all out attack. As far as I know, I might be getting mixed up. And I think it's very, very difficult to play your football from the Championship straight into the Prem. We had to completely change the way we played. We had to go like one man up front, like Tony up front, and go long. And it didn't make for great football.
It's lucky you you had a talisman like that.
No, exactly.
I don't think Hull have that.
Okay, right.
I don't think they have that.
Right. So how did they come up? They come through the playoffs.
Yeah, they come through the playoffs, and then Hull fans are probably going to come at me for this, but I think they kind of jammed their way there to a degree.
Right. Well, I mean, not knowing too much about them, you just coming from the Championship. You've got a nice fly there.
Yeah.
Just coming through the Championship, you've got to have them fancy to be going back down.
Yeah, I've got nothing against Hull, but I just don't see them staying up.
You've been to Hull before?
I have, yeah. Very forgettable ground. It's just another new age ground. Nothing.
I went to Boothry. It was called Boothry Park. I think it was called Boothry Park. Yeah, it was. Years and years. I went there a couple of times. No, I don't know. Was it called Boothry?
What, in Hull, you're saying?
In Hull. When Dean Windass was playing for him.
Oh, he's their Wembley hero.
This was a long, long time ago. I think he played for him and then he left and then he come back. But anyhow,
hold on, wait. Was Dean Windass? It wasn't their hero. Was it Sheffield Wednesday's hero?
No.
Dean Windass, that rings a massive bell. Did he score?
Dean Windass played in the Prem for Hull, but I'm talking about this was in 1994.
Who did he score like an important goal for?
I think
at Wembley that got someone promoted or kept them up. Was it for Sheffield Wednesday? Or was it Hull? I'm sure. Maybe I'm going off topic.
I'm sure it was Hull. I think I'm pretty sure it was Hull. He's a massive hero in Hull. Like he's like their man. This was, as I say, years ago. And did you know Hull at one point was the biggest city in Europe that never had a first division team? That is the truth. It was so they were due a massive club. I don't know what the story is now, and they've moved to that KC. I don't know what the apple is with that, but I don't know. Yeah, it's probably going to go down. Yeah, I'd imagine.
Away, I'll say. Next, now we got Ipswich. I think it's going to be a similar story. They made some really good signings in getting Issa Diop from us. Who else have they got? They take someone else from us as well. But they've made some shrewd Luke Hitch from us as well.
All right.
They made some shrewd signings, but I just don't think it's enough to stay in the league.
Well, I mean, they played good football last time they were up, didn't they? And couldn't stay up. I don't know if they changed. You can't play that attacking.
Matey's not there anymore. Their manager.
Who's it now then?
I can't remember.
I don't know. The trouble is, some teams they have to yo-yo quite a few times before they get it right, don't they? Maybe Ipswich are on a limb. Yeah, probably they're probably going to go down.
Yeah. Moving on to Leeds. Now, I know a lot of Leeds fans that are very excited for this season. A lot of them, with all due respect, think getting very carried away as well and thinking that they're going to get European football. I think they're going to have a much better season than the last season. I think around mid-table.
Who's their big signing in this season?
They got Wilson from us for free.
Right, yeah.
They signed someone. Who else did they sign? They've had a good summer. Was
Wilson ever on loan at Leeds?
No, he was on loan at Derby County at one point, I think.
That was it, yeah. I got confused. It was Derby. Under Lampard, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
What do I think of Leeds?
I reckon around sort of mid-table-ish. But a lot of Leeds fans are very, very excited and a lot of them saying they reckon they'll get European football.
They still got Farke. Is he still the manager? I
actually really like him.
He was never at Fulham, was he?
No. I think he was at Norwich at one point, wasn't he?
Norwich, yeah. He got Norwich promoted. Well, Leeds are fucking. I mean, it's a tough one, because they are such a massive club, aren't they?
Yeah, big club.
That huge club, and you can have anomaly seasons where one or two players can carry a side. Maybe they could have it. I mean, maybe they know better than me what a club's capable of. I think they should be in the top half of the table.
I think the fault is a lot of teams think that because they got no distraction with European football, and a lot of other mid-table teams do. That a lot of Leeds fans think they're going to capitalise off of that, which I see their point, but I just don't think they got enough.
Who they got up front then?
Who is their striker? I can't remember.
I can't think who.
We're showing zero ball knowledge here with players and that.
I can't think who their striker is. I mean, They had a winger that was good, didn't they, last year?
Not Nonto, was it?
I can't remember his name.
Is Calvert-Lewin in there?
I think he is. That's right. He is there. They'd sling the ball in the box. I mean, he's good at getting across players, isn't he?
Ancelotti got him playing his best football.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced there's not enough from him, apart from what he does do well, which gets across players. Yeah, I don't know. If he has a really good season, Michael Click might get, I think, the mid-table. Yeah. I can't see it. Again, I don't really see him being a relegation battle, but...
Nah, definitely not.
Can't really see him too much higher than that.
Yeah. Next, we got Liverpool. Similar to Chelsea for me. They're in a process, and I think they'll be in the top 4.
Yeah. Who's their manager?
Iraola.
Oh, from Bournemouth, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a good manager, isn't he?
Might take some time to adjust to a club like that.
Big fucking move, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's big fucking move.
Big step.
And, yourself, right? Hodgson, done really well with Fulham. Got yours, and then the jump going to Liverpool, the expectation at Liverpool, you got big shoulders to fucking carry that.
He didn't really get that much time there though, did he?
Who, Hodgson? No, he was on a hide into nothing though, weren't he? Yeah. The fans didn't take to him straight.
I don't think the players even respected him either.
Yeah, So, Areola is a good manager. He's good. Probably top 4. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, looking at that. Well. So far I've said Arsenal are going to win it. Villa are going to come 3rd.
You've pretty much got your top 4 then.
I'm done, and I don't know where United's going to fit into that though.
So we're both saying top 4 for Liverpool, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Man City, I don't think they make top 4.
No, I think it's going to be a real anomaly of a season for them. They're going to lose Rodri. What's his name? The fella from Forest,
Anderson,
good player. I think. When you try and fill Rodri's boots, I think aren't they also trying to sign Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea?
Yeah, someone mentioned that to me.
I think they are like, I mean, if you watch Rodri, that geezer has got eyes in the back of his head, and they are so good at the World Cup as well. Massive boots to fill, and other people have tried to do similar before.
Whenever he's not in the squad, they definitely seem to struggle a little bit in midfield.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, you got Haaland up front who's going to score 30 goals regardless, whether he's had a shit season or a good season or he's on fire or whatever. He's still going to nick 30 goals. It depends how the rest of the squad pan out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need a big season from Foden.
So what do we say? Probably top 6.
He personally needs a big season, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be top 6. 100%. They're going to be top 6.
I reckon top 6, and I reckon Maresca won't make the season, and then I think they're going to have to go back to making a big name manager signing, like whoever that is. I don't know.
You don't think they'll give him a season to get it right?
At the very most, the season he definitely won't make.
The season that Leicester won the league, where did Man City come? Did they even get into the top 4?
I can't remember.
Well, you had Leicester who won.
What in 2016 when Leicester won the title? You mean?
You had Leicester who won it. Arsenal come 2nd. Tottenham come 3rd.
I actually don't remember.
Got a feeling that United came 4th and they didn't get into the Champions League. Maybe it's that season.
Yeah,
that was Pep's first season, wasn't it? His first season.
How long did he spend there? About 9 years, or was it 10 in the end? Was it 10?
No, I think this would be 10. So 9 years, I think. Yeah, perhaps about top 6. Yeah.
And the other side of Manchester, Man United.
This is a tough one because I like Carrick. I think he's decent. I think he plays sensible football. He's not trying to fucking be too flash. He plays players in their right positions. They could fucking be a wild card.
I reckon they could shock people this season. I think I say top 4. You've used your top 4 now, or are you going to change someone?
Well, I mean, it's between Chelsea and United.
Yeah.
All 3 of them could get in it, and they could all interchange, couldn't they? Chelsea United, and Liverpool could all interchange, and City. I don't know.
For me, City definitely don't make top 4.
You can't see it.
No. For my top 4 is Arsenal, and then Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, whatever the order is.
Yeah,
whatever the order is.
And you're not seeing Villa in that at all, are you? In the equation,
I don't think so. I think Villa will be around I reckon top 8.
Fucking hell, you've almost convinced me that Villa ain't going to get into the top 4. Now I think of everyone else.
I'd love to see Villa in the top 4. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Aston Villa's a great club. I really like Aston Villa, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Moving on. So you say in and around top 4 then for Man United?
Well, they're in the top 6.
Yeah.
I don't know which order. I actually couldn't give you what order the rest of the top 5 will be because I'm now backtracking.
Next one's going to be interesting. Newcastle.
They're going to have a tough season.
I think they're in trouble.
They're going to have a tough season.
I think they could be the 3rd club to go down. Or one.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you
potentially.
think that?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they're in big trouble. Again, I like Newcastle as a club.
I like Newcastle.
I think they've got great fans.
Great fans. And Geordies, I love the
ground.
Geordies, yeah. But I think they might be in trouble. I think you're right. I don't know this new fella. He's come from somewhere in Saudi. And
It's weird though, because like 5-6 years ago, when the Saudi takeover was, everyone was like thinking, all right, they're going to be the next Man City, they're going to be the next ones to dominate. And then it's just not happened. It's like, it's because they had their hands tied and they just can't spend the money or something. It's just...
I think that door shut now, and even Villa are having trouble. Even though they're making the Champions League regularly, they're still in trouble. They've still got to sell players to make it to balance the books, and I think Newcastle have done awful business.
Really bad.
That is the
really
fucking
bad.
problem. I think when they sold Isak, I mean they bought fucking Wissa for £50 million off us. They put
you don't think he was worth
that?
it?
A £20 million bid in, and we said no, right up until the last minute, and they paid us £50 million.
And as a Brentford fan, you're saying you were laughing, yeah?
Fucking right. I mean, listen, Thiago didn't play that season that Wissa scored all the goals. Yeah. Had Thiago, but Wissa would have been on the bench. And where does he come on? Where would he? He wouldn't come on the right because Mbeumo's the fucking bollocks. On the left, Sade's faster, quicker. Not a great finisher, but he wouldn't have played there. He'd have been on the bench.
It's that same old football story, paying crazy money for players that aren't worth the fee. Same old story.
Don't get me wrong with Wissa. The one thing that geezer has got is he is clinical. That geezer does never...
He's rapid as well, isn't he?
He's not rapid, but he just never misses the target. You'll never see him put the ball wide. You'll never see him put it over. You never see him... He always makes the keeper work. So that's why he'll score goals. But, I mean, he's not £50 million worth. No. And they've spent that 125... On what else? Who else did they buy? They bought some other crazy...
The German guy.
Yeah, the other dude up front.
What's the German guy's name? Can't remember.
Volstermarston or something.
Has everyone called him Voldemort or something?
Some crazy lanky geezer, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he actually got quite a good touch for a big fella, but yeah, just now they haven't got Eddie Howe. I mean, does this geezer come in and he has to hit the ground running? I think they could be in trouble.
I rate Eddie Howe a lot. I don't think he'll be a free manager for a long time.
I just don't. I mean, you look at who does he go to though? Because I think he's a great manager. But who does he go to? He's not going to go down, is he? He's not going to go backward and take a whole job. I
could see him going somewhere like Everton.
I'm sure they'd fucking Everton bite their hand off. I mean, Moyes is at kind of...
If it gets a bit boring and stale there, I could see Everton being like, you know what, fuck it, let's go for Eddie.
That'd be a great shout, but I mean, I would have loved to have had Eddie Howe as an England manager, but apparently he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do international football because he doesn't have enough time with the players. So I don't know. I mean, this would have been the perfect fucking opportunity to go and fucking try and get him to do it. But I don't know. I don't know where he goes, but I think Newcastle are going to be in trouble.
Relegated?
I don't think they're going to go down, but I'm just going to think. I think these big clubs we're going to put everything on it for the last game of the season. So at the moment, we've got shoeing for Hull and Ipswich to go down, which I'm not saying that fucking I would have thought, just of not seeing too much about them, they're going to go down. Coventry, again, you're going to struggle. It's hard. It's hard to carry on playing the same football. Lampard, I think, is actually all right. I mean,
that's his level. Where he is now, that's his level.
I don't think he's. I think he's a decent manager. I actually think he's all right. But you've got to change the whole way you play football. I don't know. Is he going to be able to do that within? They have to hit the ground running as well.
Yeah.
We've got Newcastle,
and they start at Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough one. So how many we got left?
We've got 3 left. The next one's Forest.
Who's their manager now? Because they fucking chop and change, didn't they?
Glasner went there.
Glasner's gone to Forest.
I wanted Glasner. That's exactly what everyone's like. No, you wouldn't get Glasner. You wouldn't go there, and he's ended up going Forest.
No, I don't see what he can do with Forest that everyone else wasn't doing. I think they had an anomaly of a season. The season that they get into Europe. They did get into Europe, didn't they?
They haven't got into Europe this year, no.
No, not 2 years.
There's the one before, yeah.
2 years. That was their anomaly.
Yeah, they lost to Aston Villa in the semi-final.
That was with fucking the old Wolves geezer. What's his name?
Sorry, say again?
The old Wolves fella.
Oh,
Wolves and Spurs. Nuno, yeah.
Yeah.
And who's another decent manager.
I like him.
He would have been a good shout for you, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Where's he gone then? Is he out of work?
I can't remember. Is he at West Ham? Wait. He wasn't at Forest then, was he? He wouldn't have been at Forest when
he was at Forest when they got into Europe.
When they got into Europe. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant when the semi-final was last season. Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry,
No. They had 3 managers last season, didn't they? Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember who they started off with. I know Deitch went in there for a bit, and then he got sacked, which is wild. And then they brought in, who'd they bring in?
Too many managers to remember.
Sam's ball knowledge is normally bang on, but it's because he's
hanging out his arse.
Hanging out of his arsehole. He can't even speak, let alone.
So Forest would we reckon? I'm saying around mid-table. I reckon a respectable mid-table finish, maybe top 10.
Yeah, but is that because Glasner's there?
Yeah.
If Glasner weren't there, where would you be saying?
Probably still mid-table, but
Elanga went there, didn't he? Or did he?
Elanga's there.
Is he still there now?
Yeah,
or has he gone? I thought Newcastle bought him.
Or maybe you're right.
I think he's gone to Newcastle. From the season that they had when they got into Europe. I think a lot of their ballers are not there anymore. The geezer from Chelsea, Hudson-Odoi, is he still there?
Again, can't remember.
I mean,
I just think Glasner's such a clever manager, and he got Palace a respectable league finish last season. They ended up winning the Conference League with him. They done really well with a thin squad. I just think Glasner gets players playing. I think he's a very intelligent manager. I like him a lot.
And bit prickly though, isn't he? He rubs people up the wrong way. Apparently, he rubs people up the wrong way, and he's a bit prickly with the owners. Well, that geezer that you cannot be prickly with the owners at fucking Forest. You're gone with him in a couple of weeks.
Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs someone to come in a bit prickly and put him in his place. Well, not going to happen.
I could see him not lasting to Christmas. They'll fall out. Why not? They fall out. He's only got to say the thing the wrong way. That mean the geezer who runs Forest runs the roost. I mean, he does what he wants to do. I mean, if he falls out,
he's very temperamental. But I'll be honest, I like seeing an owner with passion like that. Even though he's got a crazy temperament, I think I'd love seeing a manager like that, an owner with passion.
I think Forest might be in trouble.
Right. Next one we've got Sunderland, and they're in Europe.
Yeah.
Could that be a big distraction?
I really like Sunderland. I like them Mackhams. I think they're great people, and I want them to do well. And I'm glad when we got pipped for Europe, I'm glad it was Sunderland who pipped us instead of Chelsea.
Or us.
Well, fucking, that wouldn't be that. I couldn't handle that. Because you pip us to everything all the time. So
you guys. Actually, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because that's. You guys seem to finish above us every single time we're in the Premier League.
Yeah, you nick points though. That's the thing. Like that. That's the I'm looking at. I'm like, I couldn't handle it if we got all the way and we did get pipped, but then got pipped by Fulham. That would have been a fucking nightmare. But I'm glad Sunderland got into Europe, and I'd like them to do really well in Europe, and I'd love them to win the competition. I think they're probably going to suffer for it, and they're going to be about 13th, 14th.
Okay, that's respectable though. That's not bad.
No, because 2 years ago they were in the fucking Championship. They'd fucking bite your hand off for that. So yeah, I hope they do well. I hope they win it, and I hope they stay in mid-table and they lose to us.
Last one, Spurs.
With any luck, Spurs will have another fucking shit season.
I don't think. I think they're gonna have a hell of an improvement compared to the last couple of seasons.
I don't know.
I think they'll be top 8. I say top 8. I reckon they'll get. I reckon they'll get European football. But a lot of Spurs fans, a lot of people getting carried away saying, "Oh, they're going to get Champions League football." That's way too big a step. Way too big a step.
De Zerbi's a good manager, isn't he?
Really good manager.
Again, he's really prickly. He is really, really prickly.
But still a good manager.
Yeah, very. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether Spurs, the guys who are running it now, are anywhere near as temperamental as Forest, but...
They signed Tonali. They signed... who's the one from West Ham for a massive fee as well? Is it Fernandez?
Yeah.
That crazy amount of money, that. They got Robinson from Liverpool for free, but he's a bit old now, isn't he?
Yeah, they've sold Jed Spencer's today.
Who they sell him to?
Inter Milan. And lost 5 million on it.
Fucking hell.
So they bought him for 30. I think they bought him for 35, sold him for 30. Romero's gone. Atletico Madrid bought him for 40, sold him for 30.
So they've still got more signings to do
35.
then, in theory. Where are they getting all this like money from?
Their fucking ground makes millions and millions.
But
of
why
pounds.
are they allowed to spend all this money when?
Because they're Tottenham Hotspur and they can sell fucking millions of shirts all over the world. Probably got fucking same Brentford's total revenue being sold in fucking Korea, isn't it?
That stadium does generate a shitload of money.
Fucking imagine the amount of shirts just sold in Korea for Son for 5
I think it's
years.
the stadium that generates a lot.
It generates a lot of money when Spurs ain't there. They got 5. I think they got 12 NFL games a season.
And then a lot of boxing events as well.
This is a shrewd businessman, that Daniel Levy. Do you know what I mean?
Very shrewd.
Very shrewd. Didn't always. Be careful what you wish for, because they got rid of Levy, and they got this new mob in who have got a lot less of a clue about how to run a football club than him. I don't reckon Spurs are getting into. I reckon they'd be around mid-table again.
Mid-table, yeah.
You're not going to struggle like they did last season, but they're about mid-table.
All right, so that's our Premier League predictions team by team. God knows how that actually looks on a league table.
Fuck knows, because mine will change around every fucking 5 minutes.
Now let's go for a few other questions. Premier League dark horse.
Premier League dark horse.
I'm saying Cov. I think people expect Cov to probably go back down or struggle. I think they're going to surprise people, like I said, around a respectable mid-table-ish.
That's a fucking good question, that is. I think a lot of people...
It doesn't have to be a team, by the way. It could even be a player that just comes out of the woodworks, or a manager to suddenly...
I think that player that we signed is going to be fucking tremendous. That's Sangari. I think he's going to...
So he's going to be the dark horse?
Well, I just think they're going to... I think people... I don't know how we keep signing these players from under the noses of all these big clubs. I think he's going to be I don't know fucking why, because I've got full faith in Matthew Benham in pulling these players out of his arse, and I think he's going to be quality. I think maybe Thiago may struggle this season a little bit. I think he
was really good for you last season, wasn't he?
He scored 23, 24 Premier League goals.
It's been a while since we've had someone that could put that many goals in the net for us.
But it was only him scoring. Atara weren't scoring. We got to get rid of Sade. He has to go.
So your dark horse is your new signing then?
Yeah, I think we could be a dark horse in I think we could probably get into Europe, if I'm honest with you. But I don't want to say that because it won't happen if I say
that. Premier League flop. I think a lot of people are going to predict it, but I'm going to say Man City.
I think Newcastle are going to struggle this season. I think for the size of the club, I think they're going to struggle this season.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually.
It's such a big club, and the money. I just think they've done awful business. I don't want them to struggle because I do like Newcastle. I just think they've done awful business, and they should do better. Yeah.
Next one. Let's talk about the grounds in the Premier League. What's your favourite ground in the Premier League? Not Legoland, surely.
That's what it says on the tin, doesn't it? It's obviously my favourite ground, but away ground, you mean? My favourite away day.
I'll say Villa Park.
Villa's an unbelievable ground, isn't it?
That Holt end really makes it.
I've sat in the Holt end, and I've sat in the away end as well. And the Holt end, if you go into there, but it's like walking into the Titanic.
Really?
The fucking bar is like all gold leaf and everything. It's unbelievable.
I want to go in the Holt end now.
It's unreal, honestly.
Just on the outside, the steps, it just looks amazing.
Well, Villa Park is probably the last of the really old, amazing grounds, isn't it? Who else has still got an old ground? Amazing ground, I said.
Big ones, you mean?
Yeah, like big, massive clubs with their origin.
Well, Goodison Park's still standing, but obviously...
Have you been to Goodison?
Yeah, amazing, loved it.
It's like,
have you been?
Yeah.
Loved it.
I tell you what it reminds me of. Have you ever seen the Boston Red Sox? You've seen their park, their ground, their ground, Fenway Park. They haven't developed it. The reason why they haven't developed it is because they wanted to hold their history. And they've got wooden seats all the way around it, and they've got this crazy thing called the Green Monster. And Goodison Park reminded me of that purely because it's like fucking almost the same as it was 60 years ago.
I'd much rather go to them sort of grounds than your new age Tottenham Hotspur stadiums, your Wembley stadiums.
What do you think of Spurs?
What, the new ground?
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable facilities. Probably the best ground I've been to for facility-wise and, like, I guess, luxury-wise. But like I said, I would much rather go to a Villa Park or a Kenilworth Road at Luton.
I tell you what it feels like. It feels like American football.
Yeah,
it feels like sanitised.
That's kind of what it's built for.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for me. I've got to be honest with you. I do like Arsenal's ground. I do like the Emirates.
I don't like it at all.
What don't you like about it?
Just a generic bowl ground that's just soulless. And
I think I think the crowd in the last couple of seasons, last 4 or 5 seasons,
because they've had really
something
to shout about the last couple of seasons.
Don't get me wrong. When they're fucking dog shit and they're struggling to get into the Champions League.
It wasn't like that during the last years of Wenger there.
No, it was awful. It was awful then. No, I agree. But in the last few years, I think their fans have stepped up. I actually do think it's one of the best grounds in the country. I think it's got everything. For
atmosphere, you're saying?
Well, you can create an atmosphere in there still. You can still create. You go to certain grounds, you can't create that atmosphere because it doesn't hold. I mean, I find the Emirates does still hold. Do you know what I mean?
I'll agree to disagree with you.
You don't like it?
Nah.
Well, that's probably a Fulham fan who's not creating too much atmosphere. That's
right. Moving on. What's the worst ground in the Premier League?
The worst.
I would have said West Ham, but now they're not there.
Oh my God, the worst ground in that's the worst football ground I've ever been to.
It's not a football ground, is it?
It's absolutely horrible. It's awful. That is the ground that you cannot hold an atmosphere. Nah. It's spread out. It's nothing. It's just awful.
I'm trying to figure who the worst ground would be.
I don't know.
I'll be honest. I know we were just talking about Emirates. Yeah, I know that their atmosphere has picked up in the last couple of years, but I just don't enjoy it. I just don't like the Emirates at all. I guess I don't really like. Again, nothing against Hull. Hull's a very, like I said, it's a very forgettable stadium to me. It's just another new stadium with not really much to it. I mean, I think Hull got good fans though. But
I haven't been to the new stadium at Hull, so I don't know what that's like, and I haven't been to the Rico. Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth's a charming one, you know.
That gets sold out every. I mean, obviously,
it's a League One ground, basically.
They've got fuck all. They give you fuck all fans, so you should sell out. But it's so hard to get a ticket for Bournemouth.
I enjoy Bournemouth away.
Well, I like that. The trouble is, we never used to get Bournemouth on a weekend. So the idea is you go down there on a piss and you stay there the night and whatever. We normally always get Bournemouth on a Tuesday night, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe Bournemouth. I don't. Shall I tell you what? I don't like Palace's ground. I don't like not the fact that I don't like Park. Not the fact that I don't like
best atmosphere in London, but
is it?
Who else? I mean,
what that one end?
Even the rest of the ground's decent as well for atmosphere.
Fucking, whenever I've been there, the next to the away fans has been fucking shit. that side where behind their goal is like non-existent. The other side, what are they? Their family stand.
Who would you say has got a better home atmosphere than Palace?
Well, you've got to think they've got one end that make noise. One end at Fulham make noise. One end at Brentford make noise. One end at
a quarter and end at Fulham.
Well, this is the issue, isn't it? The fact is, if you have everyone in one end, you can. I don't really like all this fucking European shit.
You don't like it? I like it when it's someone like Palace because they've got a lot of people that do it and it's a lot more organised. When it's other teams maybe starting out, like Leicester's got a little ultras corner. And that don't really work very well. It's not very well organised. There's other teams that it's not very well organised. Even at the Emirates one, I don't think it's very good. Their little
what they call a Black Scarf Brigade or something. Fuck knows. I don't know. I think that's all moody, innit? Like fucking, you have to get people to create atmosphere. They're all shirters, like fucking standing. Oh, it's wank.
So let's bring it to us now. Yeah, Fulham and Brentford.
Yeah,
who's a bigger club? Why did you think about it?
Well, let's have it right, yeah? I understand that Fulham have had 25 years of Premier League Championship football.
We've spent like 32 years of top flight football.
Exactly, right.
You guys got
you got 25. You got 25 years on us, yeah? But going back to the 90s, Fulham were getting 3,500-4,000 fans. Brentford were getting 3,500-4,000 fans. There was a group of probably about 7 or 8 clubs. Us, you, Brighton, Swansea. Like at that point, Swindon were the same sort. They were all around getting 5,000-6,000 fans. 1997 was it when Al-Fayed bought Fulham?
I think it was about 97.
And like you had 4 years of going from the 3rd division to the Prem, and all of a sudden in that you gained fucking 15,000 fans from somewhere. I mean, before that, we were about the same size club. I understand, and I'm not trying to get away from it because I do understand, and I will admit it, that Fulham are a bigger club, but only because you've had 25 years more of it, more success. So I will, hands up, Fulham are a bigger club, slightly. Because I don't
slightly,
because I don't think most of your fans 15 years ago were Fulham fans. They know that you were a club in London and that you've accumulated a load of fans from because you're in London. Like a lot of tourist fans, where do you go and watch Fulham because I can get us a ticket there and go and watch them. I mean, you've got core fan base of like.
I mean, the
10,
ticket prices have
people.
gone up unbelievably as well. You got to remember unbelievable amounts.
Going back, if you go back 25 years, you had 5,000 fans. We had 5,000 fans. We were fucking languishing in the third division. You were in the third division. We were in the second. We'd chop and change. You're about the same size. If you want to really talk about the real,
even 25 years ago, we still had about 20 or seasons on you of top flight football.
No,
or more. No, more than that. Sorry, about 18 years of top flight football on you guys.
What, from the 70s? Them fans weren't there in the 90s, were they? They'd gone.
How many years were we at back then? Sorry, we would have had about fifth. I can't remember now off the top of my head.
Look, at one point in time, you had George Best playing for you, didn't you? At the end of the day, fucking like at one point you were a big club in the 70s, but we'd had our time in the 30s and 40s, and then we got up and had 18,000, 20,000, and then we dropped back down. You have a core base of fans that are going to turn up week in, week out, regardless of where you're playing, whether you're playing in the third division or the first division. One of the two, it don't make no difference, and they're going to turn up anyway. And there's about 5,000 Brentford fans that will do that regardless. And I honestly think there's probably about 5,000-6,000 fans that Fulham will do that regardless. If you go down to the third division, you're not going to sell out 25,000-30,000.
It wouldn't drop down to 5,000 fans though.
What would it drop to?
It would definitely not drop down to 5,000.
If you drop it, okay, not now maybe, but maybe you drop down. Maybe it goes down to. Listen, at one point in the late 80s, Chelsea were getting like 11,000-12,000 fans. It happens from the biggest clubs. It happens. So I think Fulham are a bigger club at the moment, but you've been playing the third division for 10 years, you'll be shit.
And off the back of that, who's got a brighter future?
Well, I think you're a bigger club, and I think what you've done is, but we're miles. You're a bigger club in terms of 25 years, but we're light years in front of you of running the club.
You guys are definitely better run. Definitely better run. If we had different owners, I think.
But you should be. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got a billionaire from America to put money.
He's in the top 10 sports club owners in the world.
Oh, totally.
In terms of like his
absolutely.
Net worth. He's worth like 15 billion or something.
But the trouble is, you can't look. Fucking the people who run the country squander money. The people who run your club squander money. Every fucking penny at Brentford is spent correctly. There's the. I think we've got a brighter future.
It pains me to say it, but yeah, definitely, you guys are definitely much better.
But that can change, can't it? Different owners, he fancies that, or he gets someone in charge who knows how to run a football club in the UK, because it's not the same as America, is it? It's miles different. You know, you've got 25,000 fans who will turn up
in America. That they can have a really terrible season and it doesn't bother because there's no relegation system. Here, it does matter because you get relegated. You have another bad season, relegate again, and then next thing your stock of the club is just completely.
And then the players are on huge contracts because they're in the Premier League, and then you've got to get them off.
It doesn't matter,
and you've got to get them off, haven't you? You've got to get them off the books. I mean, that's when you got relegated in 2016, was it?
2014. 2014, yeah.
The season that we beat you 4-1 at the Cottage. You were in right trouble.
Yeah, we were bad.
You was in terms of the club, but you was in right trouble because if you'd have gone down again, that could have been fucking like horrendous.
Yeah.
So
lucky we didn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, at that point, you were still holding a fair few amount of fans, weren't you? You were still holding the fans there. Start going into the third division. How honestly, but hand on heart, you've got the Hammersmith end that are all Fulham fans. They're all in there. They're all Fulham fans. That. But do you still get stragglers come in there, like, you know, why are you standing up? Why are you this? Why, you know?
What do you mean in the Hammersmith end?
Yeah.
Well, recently, a couple of weeks back, the top of the Hammersmith end, it's almost like the kind of standing section, whatever.
And it's not, you haven't got safe standing there, have you?
No,
so
no,
not
because
allowed.
it's a temporary stand.
Got you, yeah.
All those fans that up the top that got
Yeah.
season tickets there, every single one of them got a ticket, a letter saying we're moving your seat somewhere else, and it's a formal warning basically that if you carry on standing, we could
So
ban
your
you,
club's
basically.
out of touch with the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely out of touch.
A lot of us have had a go about that because they're basically they're saying fuck off. We don't want atmosphere, and we already struggle for it.
So that's
where you lose the connection with the club.
That you lose the connection with the club. So like when we were building our new ground, and we put our hands up, if we'd had a 30,000 seat stadium, we wouldn't have filled it. And what happens if we do go down? It's only a quarter full. We get 10,000 in there. Look shit. So he said, like, listen, Fulham have got 30,000 fans down the road, and you can hear a pin drop at sometimes. I don't want it. I'd rather have 17,000 or 16,000 Brentford fans in here. Now, granted, it's exactly the same thing. I thought originally they had designed the ground right, where the acoustics, it's kind of not. Because you can't hear us, and we can't hear you.
What are you talking about at your ground?
At our ground. And they're probably the same at the cottage.
It's the same at the cottage. Like, well, at the back of the Hammersmith end.
Yeah, it
a lot
sounds
of times,
great. Probably sounds brilliant, doesn't it?
We sound decent there, but the away fans are like, we can't fucking hear your game. And then same thing, unless the away fans are really above and beyond, we can't hear them in the back of the hammy. But then when you sit in the Riverside end, or Johnny Ainge, you're like, you can really see the difference. Like,
Yeah. So I mean, that Riverside stand, that can't be doing anything that's good for your club, really. And so you've got
in terms of money,
great.
In terms of money,
yeah, great.
Yeah,
but you've got a fucking billionaire owner. What fucking money do you need? Like, what is? I mean, he's done a great thing.
Well, he's American, so he's looked at. I mean, most owners when they buy a football club, they buy it for the business, right? But he really is completely business orientated.
But does it affect the business if you don't stay in the Premier League?
Well, that stand. Whether we're playing football matches, that stand generates money no matter what.
So what is it like? It's got a mall in it or something?
So they've opened it. So it's got a hotel, it's got restaurants, it's got kind of like, I guess, like a little mall sort of. They've opened it up like a little, like it's almost like a riverside kind of, not shopping centre, but it's got all these little brasseries and coffee shops and shit like that.
Does that sound like a football ground to you?
No, that it definitely changes the identity of a football club. It definitely changes the identity of a football club a lot.
Because that Riverside stand,
it's impressive.
Yeah,
it's very impressive. But then you do with them sort of stands, you do lose touch with the fans.
So who's going in there and paying? How much a game is it in there?
Very, very rich people and tourists, basically.
Okay, so rich people and tourists have got that whole side. Yeah. How much is it to go in there for a game or a season ticket in there?
Well, we've got the most expensive season ticket in Europe, I believe, at I think £3,700 in that stand, and that's just the seat. I think it's about 3,700.
To watch 18 games a season.
Yeah, and there's no lounge. That's literally just for the seat.
That's for the seat, right? Yeah. Okay. So
a couple of years ago, I looked at going in there for a league match.
Yeah.
Against Sheffield United, and I think it was the cheapest ticket I get in there was 130 quid. I think it was.
Right, fucking, it's quite a lot of money, isn't it? Do you know how much I'll give for my season ticket?
600.
Nope.
Lower. 5.
Lower.
4.
418 quid.
Yeah, that's.
Casey's season ticket is 360.
That's outrageous. That's like two games in the Hammersmith end.
My girl's season tickets are 120 quid each.
That's crazy.
Like, it can be done. If you want it to be done, it can be done. It's like it can be done, and you.
Yeah, and our owners also kind of use the excuse also, like, we've got to pay off that stand because we spent a lot of money on it. We're looking to make our money back. So that's also another reason why the prices have gone up.
So that big stand they're earning money out of regardless. You've got
they earn money regardless whether we're playing or not.
So regardless, that money's going to generate money to pay off the stuff. So they got to charge money to watch the football in there. Fucking that's madness. And then you got the away end, which is like that other temporary stand, which has got a neutral bit in the.
It's not neutral anymore.
Oh, ain't it?
But it might as well be because it's a shared fucking concourse, which honestly it's pretty embarrassing to have a shared concourse with the.
How does that work?
I don't know because I don't sit there.
Because I don't
sit there, so I don't know.
You gave us the whole away end before, and then the next season you're like, fuck that, we're not going to give him the fucking whole.
Like the Fulham fans in that corner are like your stereotypical, like Fulham fans that everyone takes the piss out of. There's no like proper like hardcore Fulham that
and
will
then
sit down
and
there.
so no one sits in that stand apart from tourists, whoever can get a ticket.
Tourists
for
or
that.
people who are not really like the stereotypical kind of,
Yeah.
hello,
Right,
hi.
So then you've got the cottage side. What's that side?
Johnny
called?
Haynes.
Johnny Haynes. And is that all? Is that family stand?
I'd say you've got like families and kind of traditional Fulham fans that have been Fulham fans for years that are not really kind of, I guess, mad for shouting or whatever.
Okay,
but they're not tourists by any means.
but there's right. Okay,
karma, like
every ground has to have that, doesn't it? Yeah, you prefer your preferred stand,
and then obviously Riverside's the big corporate thing, and then Hammersmith. If anyone's like real like
they're in the
Fulham,
Hammersmith, yeah,
they're in Hammersmith.
And how much does that hold?
How many fans in Hammersmith?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
6,000, 7,000 fans.
Probably 6, 7.
Yeah, so that's what you'll. I mean, get rid of 10% of them that aren't going to come down. If you got rid, you probably have about 7, 8, 10,000 fans a week, which Brentford will probably have 7,000 fans a week. So you are a little bit bigger, but not massive.
Right. I think we'll leave it there then, yeah.
Yeah, let's leave it there, yeah. So when's the first derby game?
Us?
Yeah.
I think we've got our first one. Is it October? I think it's October. Our first game of the season, Chelsea at home.
So who do you really not like, hate, not like, whatever?
The first team I ever hated was Arsenal.
Yeah.
And now it's Arsenal and Brentford.
You don't hate Chelsea?
A lot of Fulham fans will probably come at me.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So realistically, who's Fulham's
I would say our biggest rivals are you lot, definitely.
bigger than QPR?
I would say so, yeah.
Bigger than Chelsea?
I would say so for me, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I would say so.
Well, it's always been for me.
Like a lot of the older Fulham lot will be, oh fuck off, it's Chelsea. Like I don't, we're on two different levels.
Yeah, but,
so it's hard to have a rivalry with a team that's
when I was a kid, QPR were in the Premier League and we were in the 3rd division. So what
What about for you lot? Who would you say you're like?
Well, I would only say Fulham because we used to play you every season. Like QPR, we didn't play for. I don't remember playing QPR for like 15 years. So they're not a rival, are they? Maybe they were fucking going right. If you spoke to Brentford fans, they'll tell you QPR are our biggest.
Yeah,
rivals.
I heard that. Because isn't there a story about how they tried to take you over? Or
they
tried
to buy us out like in the 50s or the 50s.
People hold on to that for a bit,
Yes, I mean, fuck me, everyone's dead who fucking knows about that. Like, I never saw QPR for 15 odd years.
Yeah, and
probably longer than that, maybe. And Chelsea, we didn't ever play until like mid 2000. That was in the FA Cup. So they were just too big. They're on a different level, like in terms.
Yeah.
So Fulham were always the team that I didn't like. I got loads of Fulham mates. I got loads of QPR mates. And I got loads. It's just banter, really. Yeah. I don't really hate any other club. Really.
Well, we say rivalry, but it's by our level. Like it's nothing compared to like proper rivalries like Plymouth Exeter's, Oxford Swindon's, Southampton Pompey's, Millwall West Ham's. That's proper like rivalries. We're a rivalry, but we're not like that.
No, they're. I think it's very hard when you haven't got. They're two cities, aren't they? They're city rivalries. Plymouth and Exeter are city rivalries.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, you'll be in the same boozer as Brentford fans or whatever, and you're like, "Oh, you Brentford." I mean, you like people coming here all the time, and I'm a QPR fan. I played a bit of banter with them, but I don't really give a fuck. Do I? Difference it make.
Yeah.
And that's where I reckon. Yeah, I think this season's going to be a strange season.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be one of the most exciting Premier League seasons.
No, it could be a real dud, couldn't it?
Yeah,
Arsenal could just fucking run away with it.
And I think they will.
I think this season he ain't playing the same football. He's not. I don't think he goes and plays that boring football. I think he plays some more attacking football. I think that's what Arsenal fans want to see. Well, so to tell you the truth, like they won the trophy last season and got into a Champions League final playing kind of more boring football. Yeah, but I think they had to do that to get over the line, didn't they? Yeah. You have to get over the line. Coming third, like did they come third 3 seasons in a row?
Yeah, literally.
So, second 3 seasons in a row. They just done what he did need to do to get over the line. You have to win that first one, which I think they could go on to dominate for a little bit of time now, Arsenal.
Yeah.
And you hate them, don't you?
I can't stand them at all. It's their fans. Their fans are just unbelievably irritated.
The fans are
unbelievably delusional as well.
I just find them a little bit unpalatable. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They've come from I mean, they have got a massive fan base, though.
They have got a massive fan base, but
biggest club in London by some distance.
Oh no, I think it's Chelsea because they've actually got continental honours.
You're mad.
They got continental honours. Arsenal don't.
You think Chelsea have got a bigger fan base than Arsenal?
They've won it all. Arsenal haven't won anything in Europe. Well, sorry, they won a cup, Winners' Cup.
Yeah, but fan base.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about club side. Sorry,
yeah, no,
Arsenal
fan
have
base.
Arsenal have got a bigger fan base.
Enormous.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant which club I think's bigger.
I mean, fucking. In terms of that, which is the bigger? That's all fucking subjective, isn't it? In terms of over the course of how many years, how far you're going to go back, how far you're going to use what it is in history. The three big clubs are United, Liverpool, and Arsenal, and everyone else is in the next tier down.
I think Chelsea's broken into it now with the last 15, 16 years.
Do you think Chelsea are as big a club as Arsenal?
I think they're bigger because of the continental ones.
You're mad.
No, it was mate, they've won. How many Champions League they won? Two Champions Leagues.
Two, yeah.
How many Europa Leagues? One.
Well, they've won every fucking trophy that there is possible to win, haven't they? But that, as I say, I'm not quite sure that translates into being that. Again, Chelsea fans probably won't like this. They're an enormous club, absolutely enormous, and they are one of the biggest clubs in the country. But they're not on Arsenal's level in terms of size of club. I don't think. I think the big three are United.
Commercially, Arsenal were bigger commercially, but
do you not think you had the invincible set? You had 20 years of Arsenal constantly being in the Champions League.
But they didn't win it.
But every fucking little kid in Africa wanted to be an Arsenal player. Every kid in India was an Arsenal fan for a while. Arsenal, Liverpool, United. That was it. I'm sure Chelsea was catching up quickly, but they've got mad owners and sack managers. When they've got a chance to have a dynasty, they get rid of a manager and they start again. They've done well to carry on with how they win things. But they had no Liverpool had the fucking boot room. They had a dynasty. They had a handover between managers. And that was what made Liverpool such an enormous club. And they was winning and winning and winning. And they constantly had this turnover of great players. And then United did. United had Ferguson in charge for that minute. They built team after team. And Wenger, although he didn't get to the same heights, he still got Arsenal up around that. They were still competing around that level. And, Chelsea broke into it in the 90s. I just don't see that the Chelsea are as big. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's the continental thing in the last 15 years is kind of I think they've caught up in that sense. And yeah, that's the argument for me, is just the continent, like in the continental sense, basically.
Where'd you say Man City are then?
They're definitely not as big as Arsenal now. I can't, but because they've only got one European title, whereas Chelsea's more decorated.
I don't see having that one. I mean, you're going to start chucking in Porto have got European. They're as big as, I don't know.
Yeah, but Man City's not as big as Chelsea or Arsenal
or Spurs or
bigger than Spurs.
Man City bigger than Spurs. Villa
bigger than who?
Do you think Man City are bigger than Villa?
These are tough questions. Oh.
Man City ain't as big as Villa.
Look, Villa definitely have more domestic fans than Man City. Tottenham, I would say, have more domestic fans than Man City. But in terms of what Man City have achieved in the last, again, under Arab money in the last 20 or 15 years, it's difficult. What would you say? Villa are bigger than Man City?
Yeah, Villa are a bigger club than Man City. They've historically won the European Cup, and
they've won it twice, haven't they?
I think so, yeah. But they won it. They won it in a way.
Yeah, fuck it. I'd say it's so tough.
They've had. Okay.
So I'm probably very blinded. But I'm very blinded. I mean, Aston Villa's had a massive history, but I'm very much blinded. Yeah, I guess by
the last 10 years of Man City.
The last 15 years.
There's no doubt about it. Fucking Pep's the
way the future.
He's made a football club. He's made a football team and football club probably the best there's ever been in England. Probably the best club side of England there's ever been. So that's got to count for something, innit? And Man City are a massive club. When they got relegated into the second and third division, they would get 30,000 a week still. Enormous club.
Yeah.
Not saying that, but so did Villa. Villa done that exactly the same. Villa.
I'd say, I don't know. Yeah, Man City, Villa, I'd say probably about the same.
Similar. Villa, City, and Everton. They're probably on the same kind of.
I'm probably gonna get a shitload of Villa fans coming from my head now, but
I think they're. I think that it's very hard. The other also rans after Arsenal, United, and Liverpool are Villa, Spurs, Man City, Everton.
Where did you put Chelsea? Sorry,
Chelsea. They're in the next 5 down.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, Chelsea are probably the biggest of the next 5 down.
Liverpool, Man United, and then it's Chelsea just ahead of Arsenal. Chelsea and Arsenal similar-ish, but I'd pip like Chelsea.
I mean, I watched Arsenal fucking have a parade where there's like nearly 1 million fucking people. Chelsea, I've seen them having parades, and there's nowhere near that kind of fans. I mean, and I'm from an area where everyone's Chelsea fan, but that was fucking something else. And I get it. They all come out because Arsenal have won it. They've and
Arsenal are obviously domestically bigger.
I think worldwide they're enormous. But anyway, and forget about Arsenal, Liverpool, United, and stick Chelsea in that mix as well, because they say they're the big four. Because historically, for the last 25 years, they were the big four, yeah? And then Man City got their way in there. But Man City 20 years ago weren't. They were like, what were they? They'd be like Leeds. Leeds are a huge club, but they'd be like Leeds. I think the next rung down is probably Villa, Everton, and Spurs.
Yeah.
And after that would come Man City. Although Man City have done brilliantly like 10, 15 years. But realistically, they're the next. So what's that? 7 big clubs.
7, 8 big clubs, yeah.
And they're enormous clubs, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then
a lot bigger than us too.
And then you're not speaking about fucking Newcastle and Sunderland.
And you got like Nottingham Forest there as well. They won the European
history.
Cup. Did they win it
back
twice?
to back? Yeah. So
the Clough, right?
Yeah. Back to back and fucking listen, enormous club. But again, we've seen them go down and not be able to come back and do it. Do you say Forest are bigger than Leeds?
Leeds definitely have more domestic fans. Haven't Forest won more? They've won obviously 2 European Cups domestically. Have they won more than Leeds?
I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. I think Leeds got cheated out of European Cup as well, didn't they?
I don't remember.
I think Leeds got cheated out of a European Cup. I don't know. Probably similar size.
Yeah, I'd say similar size. Leeds have got a massive fan base. So
enormous.
That's a serious club.
That
is a serious club.
Enormous. And what about you got clubs like Sheffield Wednesday who have got an enormous fan base?
Yeah.
That don't even get in the mix.
Yeah.
Realistically, us, you, Bournemouth and Brighton, I'd hate to say it, but you probably are the bigger.
But Bournemouth, but Bournemouth really are like a league. Apart from the last decade they've had, they really are like a League One club, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they were doing well, punching above their weight in the Championship to get up into that. I mean they used European football. They used to say us versus Bournemouth in the Championship was like the Tin Pot Derby, and we're both playing in the Prem and probably doing pretty fucking well in comparison to the other clubs that are still there.
Yeah,
So,
but that's a testament as to how well a club like Bournemouth and Brighton as well have been run, is because they are, they really are lower league clubs that are, maintaining Premier League status comfortably. And now,
Brighton have got an enormous catchment area, haven't they? Their catchment area for Brighton is fucking massive.
Yeah,
they can fill 30,000 fans. Again,
same with Bournemouth as well, though. They got a big area.
I think there's only 200,000 people in the whole Bournemouth.
Oh, is it only 200,000?
Yeah. It's not a city. It's like it might be a city. I'm not sure, but it's only 200,000. It's not as big as Southampton or Portsmouth in terms of catchment area. But Brighton's massive, very affluent. People can go to football there. People can afford to do things there. I think Brighton. I don't know if they would fill a bigger stadium than they've got, but they can.
Yeah, I don't know if they would feel. I think what they've got now is enough for them.
Yeah, they've got good size club.
I like it for a new stadium as well. It's been designed differently. The only thing I don't like about Brighton, about the Amex, is that it's not in Brighton.
So far fucking to get so hard.
Pain in the arse to get to.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's a pain in the arse.
If it was in the city centre, it would be an amazing fucking place. Great
away day.
It's a good away day anyway, isn't it, Brighton?
I enjoy Brighton as a away day.
Do you like Newcastle? It's what great away day that is.
Fucking long.
It's long.
A great away day, but just long.
Well, it's not a day, is it? It's a fucking way.
They have to do that
3 days.
Week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we're complaining, but they got to do that pretty much every single week.
Yeah. Well, you think Newcastle and Sunderland? We haven't even talked about them. And They are absolutely astronomical clubs.
They are big fan bases.
One club cities, they're massive. So yeah,
which gives them a massive advantage, doesn't it? When you're a one club city.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right.
All good.
Not bad for a Wing It podcast, was it?
We winged that, mate. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, mate. Much appreciated, brother.